Good morning, neighbors. I hope this finds you on a good day. And if not, I hope it improves. Take a moment to stretch your legs, catch a deep breath, and compartmentalize. I've been thinking about something. The other day, I caught a video that was going around asking what your favorite stanza of the Havamal is. Put yours in the comments. I'd love to get a little insight into you. It is a bit of a fingerprint of the person, but I'd rather give you a glimpse into my modus operandi. How you can read the Havamal and take it at face value, but then come back in a mood and gain new wisdom from it. Havamal stanza 17. The fool is agape when he comes to the feast. He stammers, or else is still. But soon, if he gets a drink, is it seen what the mind of a man is like. When I first read that, it's what made me stop going to my local VFW. That stanza helps me remember that I've been sober for 14 years, and I should be careful. Might make bad decisions. It's the culture of the establishment. That was a low time for Mr. Norseman. I hid from the traumas of war in a bottle. Worse yet, the VA told me I'd never walk again. There were no answers at the bottom of a bottle or any other coping mechanism that wasn't healthy. That was the only part of Mr. Norseman's life where he wasn't a fighter. He was a fool. Wasting time. Then the fool put the bottle down. Started working on himself. Eventually walking and running with my children. So I decided to get back in the ring again. Then perception of this same wisdom came from a completely different direction. Don't get me wrong, I was decent in the ring, but I needed an edge. How many of you are aware of what flighting is? Counter boasting, usually done with some kind of rhyme or measure. I'm not very good at, that. But the comedy aspect, something I picked up from the airborne infantry, and many a locker room. Well, let's just say flighting evolved. Many of us just didn't realize it. That's why I love me some clapback videos. Making fools of people doesn't just pertain to alcohol, nor bad decisions. Anger can lead to this same outcome. People can tell you a lot about themselves while they're angry, while they're drunk on it. Anger is something not only that we need to control, even with ourselves, but we have to be careful not to have it drawn from us. For example, maybe I'm squared up with another young man and I insult his mother. He might swing wildly and leave a giant opening for me to counterpunch. Perhaps I could shoot in and grab his leg, hook his elbow from the inside and take them down. Maybe the reaction time is delayed. They can't quite get their head over that half inch, turning a miss into a hit. Anger quite literally puts you on your back foot. Now how does it apply to what you see me do here on this app? Comedy not only makes it enjoyable, but rememberable. That's why I choose to put knowledge in with my jokes, or whatever silliness I'm doing. I'm always experimenting and growing with it. No, it may not be in a sing-song measure, but what I can do is derive intelligence, a lot of context and intent, whether in this format or the real world. If I can determine your primary hand, slow you down with some antagonizing words, and step to the opposite side, whether in combat sports or flighting, I took away your primary weapon. Clapbacks are the modern day flighting. Whether your opponent is drunk, punch drunk, or rage commenting on the internet. Well, they make themselves fools, don't they? In some fashion or another, they came to your comment sections or life to make a fool of you. Don't let them. Like alcohol, anger is just as addictive. I know one young man on Norse Talk who really needs to hear that right now. Whether it's your face or your pride, we all make mistakes. Even Mr. Norseman is not immune to this. And sometimes it feels like you're fighting with yourself. When you find yourself doing this, reach out to a friend, family, or a mental health professional. It's tough for the rest of the world to watch you punch yourself in the face. And should you make a mistake, go to your corner, clear your head, compartmentalize. Take a deep breath and stretch your legs. Because sometimes we in our pride are our own worst enemies. And that inner voice of doubt or anger, well, it knows how to read you. It wants you to lash out at the world and make mistakes. Take it out on your loved ones, your friends. This will only make a lonely fool sitting at the VFW wallowing in a bottle, wasting time. Your energies are best used elsewhere. It's been that bartender manipulating you this entire time, watching you punch yourself in the face for their enjoyment, asking you if you want another. Bartenders appear to be your friends, but they're really not. They'll make you feel important or needed, that they're your friend. And like the song goes, Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. The bartender knows it's fool. And that bartender needs you to belly up to the bar, punch yourself in the face for the enjoyment of others, well, to fill that tip jar. So they sell more watered down bullshit. Bartenders aren't your friends. Some leadership isn't either. They're just slinging you poison to fill their tip jar. And buddy, outside that bar, they don't care if you're hurting your friends or family, wasting your time and your life, productivity. Best use elsewhere. Fun fact, you can dig your own grave with an empty bottle. Yes, some organizations are good. They're the feast. And some clans or kindred just have bartenders, slinging poison, making you a fool. Yep, Havamal 17 is my favorite. And just like you, all of you, there is a lot more there than can be read at face value. To fools, may they get the help they need. Cha-cha-cha-cha.